I just played a lead over a 4-chord A minor progression. The chords are A minor, C major, G major, and F major. In the first segment, I want to use the A minor pentatonic scale. In the second segment, I will use the A minor pentatonic scale as well as the C major pentatonic, the G major pentatonic, and the F major pentatonic. Let me play it for you, then I'm going to break it down for you. I will give you all the reference points of each of the scale so you can easily find your way around the neck for your next lick, okay? It's actually not that hard, so stay tuned for that. Welcome to Master Guitar Fret. My name is Jörg. Take a moment to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notification when new lessons go out. Thank you so much. In the A minor chord, we have to play the A minor pentatonic scale or any minor scale, okay? We can't play major because it won't work. And we use the scale right here. You see me do this too? It's part of the minor pentatonic scale. Okay, so first one. Very simple. Slide from 5 to 7 on the D string and back to G5 and a vibrato. Then we go to C. Again, we slide from 5 to 7 on D, and then we go to 5 and 7 on the G. We do a full bend on the G7. Then we come down, pick that G7 again, back to G5, up to D7, and back to G5, and a vibrato. Then we go into G. And here we're going to slide into this cool place on the G9. Then we go to B8, and then B10, back to B8, back to G9. And then we go to F. We remain in the same spot that we were for G, but this time we start off with the E8. And then we pull off from B10 to B8. And then up to the G9. Back to B8. And then G9 again. And then immediately slide with your middle finger to the G7. Then G5. D7. Back to G5. And a nice vibrato there. And then we're back to the root chord, the A minor. In the A minor chord, as we start the next sequence of this chord progression, we're going to use the minor pentatonic scale. We do a rake. You can bar all 3 bottom strings, G, B, and E, rake over the bottom 3 strings. And then immediately bend on a B8. And a vibrato if you can. And then we bend G7, full bend. And then I pull off from G7 to 5. Back to D7. And back to G5. Okay, now we're going to go into the C chord again. And here we're going to do our first C major pentatonic lick. Okay, and the best way to find your reference points that you start your lick from is the power chord. The power chord C is right here. That's the root C, and on the G5 is the root note again. That's C, and this is C. You can start a lick here from any of those positions. We basically play the diagonal C major pentatonic scale. And that's the reference point, the root note right here. And of course you could also play from this root note here too. So that's how I find my reference point. It's always the power chord. So for the C, we use the root note, A3, and we hammer on with our ring finger on A5. And then we slide immediately to A7. Then we play D5 and D7. And then we play G5, hammer on G7. And slide to G9. And then we play B8, B10, and E8. Back to B10, back to E8. Next we go to G. To find a reference point for your lick here, that G major pentatonic lick or scale, power chord, and the roots are on the 3E and on the 5D. And the lick that I'm doing, I'm actually using going from this section here. Again, we're going down that major pentatonic scale. We play the root note on D5, hammer on to D7, and immediately slide to D7. We hammer on from G7 to G9, and we land on B8. And then we play this again. And then we go to F. From G to F, we move up 3 frets. Now we're going to take that G major pentatonic lick right here, move it up 3 frets, and it becomes an F major pentatonic lick. And that's what we play here. We hammer on from G5 to G7, go to B6. We play this once, then we go up to D7, slide to D5, D3, A5, back to D3. A little vibrato there on a D3. This is basically all there is to it. These are simple licks. You can basically play any progression and use that concept. Of course, the whole song, since it's in minor, you can play the minor pentatonic scale through all of it, like we did in the first segment. But it's always nice to mix it up a little bit, and creates a little bit more of a melodic feel to the whole thing. So I hope you understand those reference points, and from now on, whenever you are in a particular progression, you can easily find a reference point to throw in the lick, right? So, it's quite easy. Or you use the reference point below. And you can enhance and expand on that scale and create other licks, better licks than I just played, okay? But you got to start somewhere. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.